answered, "Oh, off, don't be ridiculous." Now, my man and I, we'd met unintentionally. I'd been visiting his parents' house and I was limping across the front lawn when his dad came out toward me and inquired, "Oh, my dear, what happened to you?" And I said, "I got drunk and fell in a hole." They were not impressed. But somebody was. He'd been under his beat-up station wagon working when he first heard my voice, and he came out quite quickly because he wanted to see who'd spoken to his conservative parents like that. And as he stood up, our eyes met and something happened. His parents, they just saw in me a hippie, a slut, a druggie, and a danger to their son. He saw in me an honest answer, courage and integrity. At the time, all I saw in him was a hot guy, a passing fancy, and pass our fancy we did. Quite often, sometimes in the back of the station wagon. And in time, as certain things became apparent, he dropped sweetly to his knee and proposed to me. And I answered, he probably wasn't thrilled, "Oh, don't be ridiculous." See, I wasn't interested in long term. I'd been betrayed by boys again and again, heartbreak, rejection, incest, to really violent rapes. I didn't have any trust, and my heart was so broken that the pieces were everywhere. I didn't even bother trying to clean them up anymore, so marriage, I just couldn't even imagine it. It was the weirdest idea. So I decided to take my dilemma to my girlfriend. "That idiot asked me to marry him," I complained to her. I think I was hoping for a bit of sympathy, comfort, support, something. I should have known better because she was like me. She didn't mince her words either. And this was her advice. "You're the idiot. You're stupid if you don't marry him. You'll never get another offer like this one. He would look after you every day of your life, and Tony, you've got to face it. You're not much of a catch." It was really brutal advice. But somehow, even at 19, I understood that she said something really important to me. And so we married against everyone's, their cries of dismay. His parents, "She's not coming into this house." My parents, "He's too good for you." When we married, we lived in public housing, this very one in Canberra. He earned $75 a week and he came home from work each day to my chaos, inner and outer. I wanted to pick fights. This was crazy. What did we think we were doing? He'd just laugh and kiss me till I smiled. And it's hard to fight with that. And he overlooked all the rest. And over the years, these kind, generous, optimistic words kept coming, piecing me back together. "You're special, you're beautiful, you take action, you do what's right, you speak the truth, you help people." Yet still it took a full 15 years before I finally understood, or began to understand, that he'd married me not because I was pregnant and he had to. He married me because, unbelievably, he loved me. And this lovely man, he's not stupid, he's not blind, he knows all my faults, and if he were to want to criticise me, he could have a field day every day. There's so much to criticise, yet he has never battered me with his words. He has instead repaired me with them. True love doesn't come from finding the perfect person, but by learning to see an imperfect person perfectly. Now, I have a little secret. He's not perfect either. He can be all sorts of annoying, though generally you wouldn't hear that from me. For the most part, all I say about him is this: I married an angel. And if you're looking for an angel, you'll find one. Our trouble is that we're human, we don't look for angels. We love looking for shit. Something about us that just loves to notice what people do wrong, what our friends, our family, our partners, our children, our parents don't do, and all the many, 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 many ways they let us down. And while we're doing that, we're blind to that glimpse of white feather. If we decide to use words that repair, to look for good, to overlook some of the shit in each other, then we get a chance to create angels.